Hello everyone, I am Dr. Parima Dalal. I am going to give some tips about how to prepare for your NEET PG examination. So, first of all, just have a glance on today's point of discussion in these contents. How many students are appearing every year for NEET PG examination? Your directional approach, about schedule making, how many subjects you have to complete in this time frame, which are the useful materials for your preparation, and something about your revision methods. So, first and foremost, you have to understand your scenario in which you are going to give the examination. So, as per this chart, every year students are increasing. Now, I will tell about the scenario of last 4 years. In 2016, 6 lakh students were appeared. In 2017, 1,16,338 students were appeared. In 2018, 1,26,000 students were appeared. And in 2019, 1,48,143 students were appeared. So, every year, students are increasing for your NEET PG examination. You must have your thorough directional approach. You have your own dreams, and to overcome it, you must have to trust upon yourself. You have to make a schedule before starting your preparation. Remember one thing, that nobody can complete the entire syllabus, but you must stick to your plans. Mostly in India, we have internship period in MBBS is 1 year. Completion of internship is usually in the month of January or February. NEET PG examination is usually held in the month of January. So one can get almost 10 to 11 months for reading. Some students may get time in their internship period to read, but many of us usually do not get sufficient time for reading. So I would personally suggest to students that you have to do your work sincerely in your internship period, because whatever work you are given in your internship, almost the same things you have to do in your first year residency. So basic practical skills should be needed while entering into your PG courses. You have 19 subjects for reading. As per the website of National Board of Examination, your 19 subjects are divided into 3 parts. Part A, Part B and Part C. In Part A, you have Anatomy, Physiology and Biochemistry. Anatomy and Physiology contains 17 questions and Biochemistry is having 16 questions. In Part B, Pathology, Pharmacology, Microbiology, Forensic Medicine and PSM. Pathology is having 25 questions, Pharmacology 20 questions, Microbiology 20 questions, Forensic Medicine 10 questions and PSM contains 25 questions. These are core clinical subjects, among which Pathology and PSM is having highest number of questions. So you have your thorough reading. In Part C, you have clinical subjects. In Group A, you will be asked Medicine, Psychiatry and Dermatology. 45 questions are from this group. In Group B, there is General Surgery, Orthopedic, Anesthesia and Radiology, which are in one group. Again 45 questions are from this group. Obs and Gynae is having 30 questions. PDI is having 10 questions. ENT has 10 questions and Opthel is having 10 questions. So by this way, you will be asked total 300 questions, which covers total 19 subjects. All these subjects are interconnected. Example, if you have a question about inborn error of metabolism, that will cover your pediatric disorder as well as your biochemistry. If you have a question about inguinal triangle, you may be asked about inguinal hernia. Or if you have a question about pelvic floor, you may have a question in endometriosis from Obs and Gynae. Likewise, from histology, you may have an applied question from dermatology or pathology. Physiology, medicine and psychiatry are interconnected. From PSM, you will be asked about yojanas. Forensic medicine is the most integral part of your medical practice. You must aware all IPCs related to medical practice. Likewise, questions from pharmacology and microbiology can be connected to medicine. In your each reading, note down your keywords. Take a break for 5 to 10 minutes after 1.5 hour session of your reading. After a break, before starting a new topic, just scan your previous topic for about 5 to 10 minutes. Take care of your routine diet, and your policy should be read, revise, think and make complete answer. There are useful materials for your preparation, which are mainly of three types. First is dynamic material, in which there are apps and lectures. You have Prep Ladder, Marrow and Med Miracle for your online coaching. You can use books like any MCQ books or textbook of your particular subject. There are classes for this preparation like DAMS, Dr. Bhatia, MIST. These are some of good coaching classes. Your first reading must be completed at the end of July or first week of August. Your second reading must be in between second week of August to second week of October. Your third reading must be in between end of October to the end of November. And your December month should be used for giving practice test as much as possible. Your time of NEET examination is usually 3:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. So in the last month, you have to practice according to this schedule. You have average 40 seconds to attempt one question. So train your mind accordingly. Here, one question in everyone's mind, that how will you balance in your family life with your study schedule? So I have my personal experience that once you read one topic, just discuss it out with your friends, or you can also speak out in front of your family member, so that if you have spoken out those keywords, your brain will immediately answer you when the related things will be asked in your exams. You can also enjoy 2 to 3 hours with your friends and family members in weekend days, so that you will not get bored of your study. You can also do your hobby for 1 to 2 hours in once or twice in a week, so that you may get refreshment and your mind is ready to accept new things. So these are my tips to prepare for NEET PG examination. All the best for your preparation. Thank you.